In a gacha game like Arknights, there are a lot of characters that float around, and we biased humans have our favorites. Ones we deploy often on maps, ones we level to a special higher number, ones whose lore and design are just really cool, or ones we want to look up explicit images of, cause, you know, of course we do. And here is my personal list of 8 operators I like in Arknights, in no particular order. Let's start this off with Firewatch, my most wanted operator since launch. I will never forgive myself for accidentally skipping a nuke attack day 1 when back then it was guaranteed to get her. I mean, I do miss the times when I couldn't comprehend this game in the slightest, but her kit is what really convinced me to want to obtain her so badly. Even now, it's still a relatively unique kit. One skill turns Firewatch into a stealth operator, sniping off low durability enemies, while the other just drops an airstrike cause we can. It's quite the fun time, and an operator who still holds a decent enough niche since launch. So of course, as gacha games go, I rolled a Firewatch probably 1.5 to 2 years in the game when I had already reached the late to end game account status. Aurora.
Doctor, you can have my jacket, okay? You'll catch a cold sleeping somewhere like this.
Aw, what a really sweet line. Well, can't relate. Well, actually, I can relate to being stuffed in that box and dragged around. A great metaphor for life, honestly. Anyways, Aurora is another fun operator to use, especially when equipped with skill 2 and having her together with other cold-inflicting operators. You get some pretty satisfying hits with those big numbers, but on top of that, you get the satisfaction of applying the freezy crowd control too, the kind that just stops the enemy from doing anything. One day we'll get our proper freeze knight strategy, but for now, it's just stun knights. I do also love light blue / white color combinations, and of course, you can't forget about those cute polar bear ears. I do have one question though, how is Aurora not freezing with the lack of clothing? Yeah, I get it, polar bears, the cold and whatnot, but I don't know. Next up is Horn. Why Horn exactly? She's really freaking cool. On the heavy side of the militaristic combat-ready design, which I'm a big fan of, and I do like that headband. Adds a bit of charm and really upping the waifu design points. Yeah, there really isn't any other particular reason I have to share.
Has Bagpipe kept up her habit
The
of
only thing a
humming
horn
around
can
you?
play
The
is the
name
order
White
to
Wolf
charge.
goes as far back
At
in
attention,
history as
ready
the
to fall
Arslan
in.
monarch.
We
I'll
have
put
no
up my
time to
shield.
hesitate to
Don't
let
stand in
personal
front of
emotions
me.
for us
The
behind
temple
the
allow me
fire
to
and
wipe
study
out
your
all
command
the
style
topple
instead,
away.
Doctor.
By what?
Sorry, I'm not used to setting down my weapons. Did I bruise you?
We have ourselves another Deadeye operator on this list, Lunacub, for those times I don't feel like using Firewatch skill 1, cause she really ups the stealthing with her kit. Though they both serve different niches, I do like the permanent camouflage buff given Lunacub kills often enough. Sometimes you just want to leave an operator behind enemy lines and just say, alright, good luck. If you don't come back, no parties and certainly no milk puffs for you. Then again, I'd feel bad if I actually said that. I also find it kind of funny that the rap legend Emperor himself just kinda dumped her on us at Rhodes Island. Just, here you go, she's not my problem anymore. But it's fine, there's plenty of cafeteria food to go around. Sometimes we have a bit of attachment to our first 6-star operators, and Angelina was my first. It was genuinely my very first pull, like that tutorial one if they still have that anymore. Right before you jump straight into the 10 pull for that guaranteed 6-star on the newbie banner. To which my surprise granted me a second Angelina, who was genuinely the operator I wanted the most out of all the starting ones. I remember laughing my ass off when this happened, cause we all know there are only 2 types of gacha pulling sessions. The extremely lucky ones and the ones that want to make you throw your local Jessicat at your problems, as well as our good old trusty credit card to gamble our way out. Oh yeah, I should talk about Angelina herself. She's cute, a bit floaty, cute, wholesome, and cute. I think I said that already. Another operator I wanted for the longest time, Aya Fiala. Recently got an alternate form, sorry for the people that hit 300 pity, but Aya is awesome. She really is the GOAT. Great damaging caster since launch, amazing medic as her alter form. Aya is also super sweet, in contention for best waifu against Aurora and the last 2 operators in this video. And speaking of sweet, she offers you some lava cake, which I thought was just really cute because of the whole volcano thing going on. Aya Fiala in both forms have designs I really like. You got this ashy color tone in the base form, even the dress where you got these volcanic smoggy clouds towards the bottom, while the alter form feels like there is cleaner air around in general, and I always enjoy it when you've got a splash of bright colors over for less saturated colors. Oh, and before I move on to the next operator, 332466. Fartooth.
I fended them off just as you instructed. I'm being too solemn? Really?
My favorite 6-star. Why not? A third Deadeye sniper. Might as well throw Amberl onto the list at this point. Anyways, Fartooth, best burb, or bird if you don't know what burb means, is the operator I always enjoy using, whether it's skill 2 bolts whizzing around the map, or just watching the silliness that an infinite line of range from skill 3 provides. The satisfaction you get when you off an enemy from the complete opposite end of the map just feels good. And on top of the gameplay quirks, the fan art. No, not that kind of fan art. Well, yes, but I found that a good chunk of Fartooth art just makes you smile. She's got that wholesome but deadly vibe. And we're finishing this video off with Nightmare, best waifu and my favorite character in this entire game. So before anyone asks if I like Gloria or Nightmare more in this whole multiple personality thing, the correct answer is both, but if I had to choose, it's Nightmare. Not even primarily for the step-on-me stuff I hear people talking about. And don't get me wrong, I do also like the Gloria side of things, but if I was the Doctor, I would try to get to know Nightmare a bit better, give her a chance, and likely end up on the Evening Rhode Island news. Local Doctor went missing after simping for Nightmare. As far as the in-game kit goes, I only really use skill 1 because of the talent dodge and the full minute of healing, which is really good in my opinion if it's strictly healing you need. Skill 2 was also fun, and comboing it with push and pull operators is extra silly if you manage to set it up decently enough. Other thoughts that come to mind, oh yeah, Nightmare needs another skin. Come on, Hypergriff, it's been ages since the last one. And there you go, some operators I think are cool. If you want to share some of your favorites, the comments are there for you. Have fun, everyone.